everybody. I have another fruit that was kindly sent to me by MiamiFruit.org, which is a website that you can go to, and they ship very, very exotic fruit, like all over the United States. So if you want to try some of the fruits on my channel, you can go to their website. Now, what they sent me today is a little questionable. To show you that not everything you find is necessarily going to be good, and not necessarily everything that is sent to me is going to be good. I give you Exhibit A. This I'm very, very excited about, but I'm also quite scared of, because this is Garcinia spicata, which is sold as an ornamental Garcinia fruit. Now, Garcinia fruits, if you've seen any of my videos, you know I love them. There's a lot of really popular ones that people know about, but there are also many species that are questionable to whether or not they're edible, and this is one of them. So I'm going to kind of like go into this and put it to the test. So I've gone online to try to find research about this, and there are several sources that just kind of like chew up and barf back out information that they read on another source. So they all say basically the same thing, and one thing that they say about this is that it is probably not edible. But if you do a little more digging, it seems like it is edible. It's just not palatable. It's not something you're necessarily going to want to eat. It's got the nickname bitter Garcinia, so I'm guessing it's going to be bitter. It is used as a medicine some places, so it is used. People do put it in their mouth and they consume it without dying, but it's not something you're necessarily going to want to eat. That's the impression that I'm getting. I'm gonna first just score the outside here, cut it open, just how you'd score like any mangosteen. It is quite soft. It's not like woody like a purple mangosteen is. Okay, let's just give it a little twist, and whoa, that's different. that is quite different. Garcinias, generally, you open it up and there's like a white chunk of flesh in it that's like surrounding the seeds. There's no white chunk of flesh. There is just like goop. So maybe that is more like the edible portion. Like what would normally be the pulp around the seeds. Maybe that's that. Maybe it's just more of a liquid. Some of that. There's some kind of like softer bit in the middle. That might actually be it, and it's the same color as the rind. Yeah. Anyway, a note about the smell before I eat this. A note about the smell is that, ooh, it is ripe. In fact, when the FedEx guy dropped off this package, he's just like, "What is that?" And I'm like, "No, man." So yeah, you could smell it even while it was wrapped up. It smells like the meringue, which is kind of like a gasoline kind of smell. It's got the nickname garlic fruit. It does smell like garlic too. Let me first pop out one of these seeds, and I'm just gonna kind of like suck that gunk off of it, because that seems like a good idea. Mild, but sweet. So it kind of tastes like the meringue, which, if you recall that episode, I described it as a fruit cup for adults. It's just got a lot of different little fruit flavors in there, a lot of tropical taste mixed into a fruit. So it has that taste, but dialed back. It's very, very mild. Okay, so next I'm going to eat some of the gunk, like this more firm gunk around the seeds. So you see, I'm just gonna cut out some of that. That's not bad. It's just mild. It doesn't have a whole lot of taste to it. But the taste that is there is like meringue, mango, persimmon, garlic, a little bit like durian. It definitely has a funk to it, which, you know, like not everybody can deal with that funk, you know, and I'm someone who can appreciate a little bit of funk, not too much. And I'm actually like separating out. I found that you can actually like separate out the inner bit from the shell. So I guess like the inner pulp is just the same color. So it's a little hard to tell where one begins and the other ends. Miami Fruit said that they weren't sure if you eat the outer bit or not, so I obviously will take that as a challenge. Yeah, the very outer rind is a little bit bitter. I'm not sure if it is actually edible, but up to the rind it tastes fine. I am surprised to say that this is actually pretty good. You know, don't get me wrong, if you don't like funky fruits, you will not like this. If you do not like meringue, if you don't like durian, if you don't like stuff like that, you won't like this. If you do like funky fruits, though, this is a funky Garcinia. It's got a nice sweetness to it. It's a little savory tasting, but it's strange. You know, it's got a lot going for it, but none of those flavors are bad. So people who are like poo-pooing this online, I think they're wrong. Or maybe they're eating one that's not perfectly ripened, or maybe it's like a bad tree or something. I wouldn't say this is my favorite Garcinia by any means, but it is the most unique Garcinia that I've had, and that makes it special. So anyway, like if you would like to try this fruit, if you want to get this to try it yourself, or even just get the seeds to grow it, even whether or not you want to eat it, if you maybe want to do it as an ornamental thing, as a lot of people recommend, or a medicinal thing, or if you want to eat it like I'm eating it now, go to miamifruit.org, where you can learn about where you can get this yourself. I'll also leave a thing on the screen here and a note in the description below where you can go. I know this is one that is not always available, so you may need to pre-order it if you want to get it from there, but I feel pretty lucky to get my hands on it, because this is one more Garcinia to check off my list of Garcinias, and it's a rare one too, so I'm pretty thrilled about that. Okay, I only have 1 minute, so I have to make this fast. Guys, click the like button if you enjoyed this video. Click the subscribe button if you haven't already. Click that bell. I don't know what the bell does, but it probably gives an angel its wings, so click on it. That dislike button, don't click that one. Go to the comments, leave a comment if you have something to say. Go to the description, because in the description there is a link to my Patreon page where you can help contribute to my channel and make it grow. There's also a link to my website where you can see a backlog of videos, more information, and also you can buy a t-shirt at my website now. I want to give a special shout out to the channel Smarter Every Day. Smarter Every Day is a mega contributor on Patreon. They're really helping me out. If you like what I'm doing with fruit, check out his channel, because it basically covers everything involving science. It's really interesting. Also around there should be a couple of videos right here. These are the videos to my next week's episode, if it's up, and last week's episode, where you can check that out. I still have 3 seconds, guys, so thank you so much. Bye-bye.